Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Mama Belle from Mama Belle's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a mind, body, soul reading for Pisces. The messages in this reading are for any part of your chart in this sign with special emphasis on sun, moon, and rising. Before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to say that this is a general reading and not meant as advice of any professional sort, including but not limited to medical or legal advice. Most importantly, I would like to say thank you for clicking here. If any of this reading resonates, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Now on to the reading. Hi, Pisces. We are going to be starting with the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. And we'll not only be getting a card for the mind, body, and soul, but we are also going to be getting a card for the overall theme of this message. And then we'll be taking a look at the bottom of the deck for the advice going forward. So what does Pisces need to know for the mind? You have the sun. I like that card. And for the body, the Five of Pentacles. And what does Pisces need to know for the soul? What message is there for Pisces for their soul? Seven of Pentacles. The overall theme of this message is the Four of Swords. Beautiful. So far, it's feeling like a really quick reading. You can have like a 5-minute reading, Pisces. The advice going forward is the Two of Wands. Okay. So, for the mind, you have the sun. This is feeling joy and abundance and bright and all things wonderful. And this is one of the best cards really to get in general, but it also means that without proper sunscreen or something to shield yourself, it can be a little bit too much. You can get yourself a little sunburnt, and there is, in fact, too much of a good thing. So, to me, what I'm getting is that when it comes to getting this card in the mind position, this can be all things bright and bubbly. However, you don't want to go too far and have toxic positivity either. I don't think that that's necessarily what you're doing. However, it's more a caution. Don't let yourself get to the point of ignoring the realities of the situation because you've been so bright and bubbly and things have been good. Enjoy the sunshine while it's here, but recognize that there will be times where the sun isn't here and you have to accept that as well. Rain isn't bad. That's how everything helps itself to grow as well. So the sun being here right now says that right now this might be temporary. And the rain, the water that will come from it raining isn't necessarily bad because it's going to help you grow. If you notice in this card, this sun is a sunflower. And that tells me you need both. Everybody needs both. We need sunshine and good days and abundance. And we also need slower days, rainy days, cozy days, quiet days. Soak up the sun while you can, but don't forget that you can lean too far into a good thing. Balance. Balance is what that's about. Put that more in the middle. For the body, you have the Five of Pentacles. What I'm getting here is that you're feeling like you aren't enough. You aren't good enough. You're not thin enough. You're too thin. It's all about the not enough. And having the pentacles in a body position, because pentacles represent the physical realm, this says you're feeling it almost in a grieving like situation. You feel that you're not able to get the resources you need to feel good in your body. But the Five of Pentacles is beautiful because what you need is just right out there. It's right where you can see it if you just look up. And you'll be able to recognize all of your resources around you if you just take a moment to open your eyes. What you need is right where you are. So take a moment, dust yourself off, and go get what you need. Your body will thank you for it. With the soul, you have the Seven of Pentacles. To me, this says that your soul is waiting on something right now. You've planted the seeds. You see a few sprouts. You see even a flower. But you've planted at least 7 seeds. And you're waiting for the rest to grow. Pentacles represent years. So I imagine that this has taken you at least 7 years to build, which is probably why you're so not impatient, because 7 years is a long time, but it almost feels like you're running out of patience. You're like, when is this going to happen? No judgment. Even Tauruses get impatient. And for those who don't know, my sun sign is a Taurus. So that's why I mentioned it. And sometimes even I get impatient. So to me, this says you don't have much longer to wait, but you're in this waiting phase. I don't think that it's going to shock you when everything starts to bloom. I just think you have to wait a little bit longer, and I'm so sorry to say that. I hate being told to wait and be patient. I already am patient. What more do you want from me? And I'm getting this feeling that you're feeling the same way. You've been waiting 7 years. How long? How much longer? You've been patient, okay? No judgment, Pisces. Right there with you. So the overall theme of this message is the Four of Swords. And I'm laughing because to me this says, right now this is a rest period. This is why you're still waiting. This is why you don't feel like you have enough. Because you need rest. You need to sleep on it. You need to rejuvenate. You need all things healing. And that is the Four of Swords. The overall theme of this message is that you're healing. And that's probably why you feel like you're not enough. You are. We're going to stop and take a moment. And we're going to do a little affirmation here. Because no, absolutely not. I will not let you leave this reading thinking you are not enough. Period. You are a beautiful soul. You are a beautiful being. And you are worthy of everything good. You are enough, Pisces. You are worthy of patience, not just because you have patience and you've been patient, but you're worthy of all things good. You're worthy of this rest. So whatever you're waiting for, just keep being patient and enjoy the rest period. Because this is important. Rest is important for growth. You can't just have all sun to get the sunflower. You can't. It has to have rain. It has to have water. It has to have rest. And then it will grow. The advice going forward is the Two of Wands. To me, this says that you don't recognize that you have what you need. This keeps popping up. You do have what you need. It's right here. You have the key to unlock the lock. You just have to choose which path you're going on. And then you can go see the world. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of small, but that's a globe. That's a globe, like old school globe. Try and get it to. Okay. I don't think it's going to work, but it's a globe. You'll just have to trust me on that if you don't have the deck. You have everything you need. You are completely worthy of it. Use your tools. Unlock the lock. Be patient. So now we're going to get a card from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. Also by Chris Ann. And I'm going to be reading directly out of the guidebook for this. There's going to be an essential meaning, which is as if you get it in the upright, and a self-care message, which is as if you get it in the reverse. Whoop. One more shuffle. I find that when I read the whole message, the message that is meant for you will resonate. Okay. What does Pisces need to hear from the Sacred Creators Oracle? What message is there for Pisces from the Sacred Creators Oracle? What does Pisces need to hear? What message for Pisces from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck does Pisces need to hear? Can we get a message for Pisces from the Sacred Creators Oracle? What does the Sacred Creators Oracle want Pisces to know? Okay, you have two. What's your honest truth? Card number 20. And you are light. Card number 56. You know what? We're going to do this. Hopefully you can see them both. Okay. Okay. Enough fidgeting. So that was card number 20. What's your honest truth? Essential meanings. Total authenticity and transparency. A glorious unveiling of spirit. Clear and compelling communication that comes from the heart. Oh my gosh. Finding the key. Finding the key to abundance by finding what is true and right in your soul. Self-care message. A need to peel back the many layers of your own truth. Holding on to masks for protection. A true dive into your own heart with love and compassion. A need to pay closer attention to the shadow aspect of your story. Areas where you may be denying your truest desires and your true essence. We hold on to many layers of truth. Truths we learned from our parents, the ones we've learned during lived experiences, and the ones that our ego holds on to in order to lovingly protect us from the world. You've outgrown a layer, and it's time to do some shedding in order to curate the best framework for your future. At the base of all your learned truths lies a different sort of true, an underlying true essence. And this core foundation is refusing to be quieted or ignored any longer. You will hear it clearly now, as an old truth has become too small for your expanding life. Perhaps a soul purpose, a sacred contract, or a destiny is unveiling your truest true or your honest truth. Perhaps it is reminding you now that you are here for a reason. When you strip it all down to the soul, what work are you being called to do? Work. But you got to be patient. And why are you here at this time? Do you believe soul purposes can change and evolve over time? What were you doing the last time you felt insecure or inauthentic? And what did you do or think to create that situation? How do you feel when you are most authentically you? Is there a negative belief about yourself or about your abilities that is holding you back? A story about circumstance. A story about circumstance holding you back? Just saying, this is already like very, very much tying together. How can you tap into the infinite nature of your soul and shift your thinking on this? Okay, so then we have card number 56. You are light. Essential meanings. The light that vibrates from the core of your being. Light worker love. Pure energy. Self-care message. Opaquing your light so that others are comfortable. Hiding your power. Not wanting to be seen. Fear of judgment causing you to contract. At the core of your cells and your atoms, you are tiny strings of vibrating light, of vibrating light energy. This light interacts with other lights around it and emanates a signature that is only yours, and your unique vibrational energy is needed in the world. Lightworker, you are needed. You will be the beam of light who casts luminous hope into the shadows. You will be the counterpoint, a brilliant crack in the veneer, a flickering of inspiration when things get difficult. And it's time to nurture and protect that light as you devote your life to something bigger than yourself. Work your soul's directive in any way that you can. Offer kindness to strangers on the street and radiate love, healing, and compassion from wherever you are. Even the line at the grocery store can become your own laboratory of light. Bring your fierce mission to serve into a role or position that doesn't call for servitude. Show us how to do it with more love. Trust that your light will be accepted, even by those that don't understand it, because through shiny eyes and a warm smile, you can bring your soul to work and light up a room with your presence. What lights you up? What makes your soul float? What feeling lies in the center of your soul's calling? How do you know you're a light worker? In what ways are you sharing your gifts with the world? In what ways are you opaquing your light? Does your ego hold on to any fears of being seen or judged? Or of being too big, too awe-inspiring, too self-centered, or too successful? How can you shine your light anyway? I'm going to be honest, because I think that it's important to be vulnerable and to be honest. And while I recognize that I don't have a lot of followers right now, this always feels like something I've been called to for a long, long time. Like my first experience with tarot was when I was a small child. And Your reading made me cry. I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm going to be honest, and I did cry. This was such a beautiful reading, and I just want to remind you again, you are important, you are enough, and I am glad you exist. Even if I don't know you on a personal level, even if I've never met you, the world is better with Pisces in it. The world is better with light workers in it. The world is better with kind people and different kinds of people who exist. So thank you for existing. Thank you for choosing to take the journey and experience of life. I'm so glad you're here. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, as well as share with those you feel it will also resonate. Again, thank you so much for clicking here and existing. I hope this month brings you health, wealth, happiness, clarity, passion, and alignment. With so much love, I'm Mama Belle. I look forward to doing your next reading.